Hi there and welcome back. We are now in week 6 in our Social Work 503 Interpersonal Processes class. This week we're going to be focusing on group conflict resolution in action. So in this week's module, we're going to be essentially focusing on two topics. The first one being conflict resolution and the second topic being diversity issues. These are both hugely important issues in social work practice. So in topic 1, we're going to be exploring the elements and concepts of conflict resolution, the role of leadership, norms, roles, and the voice in both the development of conflict as well as in resolving conflict. So in topic number 2, we're going to be exploring issues of diversity, oppression, and privilege as they impact our experiences, values, and attitude. So issues regarding diversity, oppression, discrimination, and privilege are truly at the heart and soul of social work practice. So this is something that we are going to be addressing in nearly every class that you take here at Widener, and it's also something to be mindful of as you're practicing social work. We're also going to be focusing on how issues of diversity as well as conflict resolution impact our professional development as well as our personal self-development, and how we monitor the potentially negative influence of values and biases in the helping profession and when we're working in groups as well. So the very first thing that you want to do is you want to take a good look at our learning resources here in week 6. So you want to begin by looking and reading and understanding our week 6 objectives. Then you want to come on down and make sure that you carefully read this week's readings. The first one being our Code of Ethics, which again, this is another really important topic and piece of literature that it's integrated into many classes throughout the program here at Widener. I encourage you to read it carefully, critically, think of questions that you have about our Code of Ethics. Your second reading involves the NASW standards for cultural competence in social work practice, another very important reading that you're going to be revisiting throughout your time here at Widener. And then thirdly, there's a reading from Murphy and Dillon, Chapter 15, Self-Care, Supervision, and Professional Development, which is another great read. So after you complete this week's readings, I invite you to navigate to our week 6 discussion board forum, which is all about the Freedom Writers. So the first thing that you want to do is locate and watch a copy of the 2007 film Freedom Writers. So a great place to get this film for free would be your local library. You can also check out a video store if your library doesn't have a copy. You may not even have a video store locally. I know that many of them are closing down here in the year 2018, but the film Freedom Writers is available to stream online on iTunes, Google Play, Vudu, YouTube, and Amazon Instant Video. So you have a wide variety of potential resources where you can watch the film Freedom Writers. So once you've viewed this movie, you are asked to write a post about the group dynamics and interventions in the film. So you do not want to summarize the film. You're reflecting on what you viewed in the context of group dynamics and interventions. So I also encourage you to talk about the film in your own small groups and see if there are any parallels, any common ground there. So your initial post in this discussion forum should be in between 300 to 500 words total. So for your response prompt, you want to make sure that you're following up with at least one classmate, again, preferably a colleague who doesn't yet have any responses. And your response post should go into detail about how your classmates' analysis deepened your own understanding of the film and how and why their analysis differed from your own. So again, the initial posting is due on Thursday by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and your follow-up post is due by Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this week is a busy week. You have your week 6 assignment, which is due, and that is the next step in professional development paper, which is due on Sunday by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I reviewed this assignment in your welcome video. So I encourage you to go back and watch that welcome video. I also encourage you to watch this APA formatting video if you haven't done so already. It gives you some really helpful hints on how to implement APA style in your paper. So again, you want to make sure that the file that you're submitting is in a Word document type file, either a .doc or .docx file. So week 6 includes a dyad exercise as well as a small group discussion board and meeting. So for your week 6 dyad exercise, you're going to explore feeling different. So you want to continue working with your dyad partner for this week's conversation. Again, you're going to be scheduling a time to connect with your dyad partner either by phone or preferably through Zoom, so you're able to really see each other and see each other's nonverbals and have a deeper connection. So what I would like you to do is to talk to each other and tell each other about a time that you felt different. And for your week 6 small group discussion and board meeting, you're going to be meeting with your group again, continuing to work on your group project. And you want to use this discussion forum as well as your scheduled teleconference session. Remember these important tips to use when recording the videos for your presentation. So number 1, all participants should make sure that every other program besides the video recording program is closed. So that means you want to make sure that you don't have anything else open on your browser. So that means, not having your email open, not having Facebook or any other social media profiles open, not having anything open for work. That's going to give you the best connection if you just have that video recording program on. Secondly, if possible, connect to your internet router through an Ethernet cable. Please do not use Wi-Fi. Connecting through that Ethernet cable is going to give you the strongest internet connection. So thirdly, you should have your computer laptop plugged into a power source and not relying on the battery, even if your battery is fully 100% charged. Number 4, you should be in a well-lit room, particularly with light coming from behind your computer and overhead. So the better lit your face is, the less your computer is going to have to work and the faster it can run. So number 5, you should be participating in the recording on a computer or laptop and not through a cell phone or even a tablet. Number 6, you should be using a set of headphones with a microphone. That way we can really hear you loudly and clearly. So one member of your small group must complete that small group progress form and upload it to the discussion board. So you're remembering that I only need to see this small group progress form from one member. So this week in week 6, our course evaluation survey goes live. So we really want to hear from you here at Widener. So I invite you to take a few minutes to complete the course evaluation survey. So I realize that you're completing surveys all the time and it gets old and boring. But as I said before, during that mid-semester evaluation survey, we really appreciate your feedback, and many classes have been transformed based on student feedback. So I encourage you to really advocate for yourself, use your voice here, describing your experiences, because we really want you to have a great experience here at Widener. So I hope you're having a fantastic week. As always, you remember that I want you to be successful in the course. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me through email.